So, what would you recommend someone who wants to become their fittest version in 2025? Like, how can you already prepare? We now ending 2024. How can you prepare to be your fittest version and best looking version in 2025? Where to start? Like,
I mean, I think the how do we achieve our best feeling self that also looks good, right? Um, it's by it's like how do first of all how do we see our best looking self, and then how will we think we would feel? So we got to think about that as well. If we were feeling the best we could feel and looking the best we could look, and then you have this feeling in your mind and this look in your mind, and then you go chase it.
how do I chase it? Like,
You chase it by letting that feeling guide you. For me, is the feeling guiding me to boxing, guiding me to fighting,
yeah.
looking my best self. By just like I want to look good, but I want to be functional.
But how did you get into boxing or general MMA? Let's say like martial arts. Like what guided you to it? How did you know like that's something I want to do? Like how did it
It's
come
a
to you?
couple things that did that. There's a couple things that did that. There's a couple things that did that. It's a story. It's a story in itself. I was in China. Um, some things happened. I went to the hospital. I basically died. They brought me back, and then I had a revelation um, that our life is short, and I want to be my best version of myself. And the best version of myself can fight his ass off.
I mean, you physically basically died in China,
Yeah.
but like, would you say that death is something inevitable to make that change to get into that best version? It don't need to be physical death, of course, but like something
No.
you feel like something needs to die in you to
Yeah, I do. Spiritually, something like that. Something energetic. Like the death of me caring died. I stopped caring like what other people think. That died. My I wouldn't say the validation seeking died at that point, but it definitely was wounded. It was definitely wounded with a lethal blow, and it was definitely, but that definitely wounded that part of myself. Um, yeah, so it was like a spirit. Like even though I did die, like
yeah.
everything they brought me back, but it was more so. What was most important to me wasn't that the physical aspect. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up. It was the metaphysical aspect. It was like the spiritual aspect. I don't, I don't know what word to say. The
Yeah.
aspect that's
Something
deeper.
higher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's something higher aspect that I can't put into words, and that's what really like changed and shifted. And then when that happened, I had a revelation in the physical realm. When these things happen in the metaphysical realm, it projected to the physical realm, and I was like, bro, like the best version of myself is amazing fighter.
Yeah. And what
So
did you do then? Like
I
from
stayed
there?
there. I stayed in TST, Hong Kong. And then I spent the rest of my time, and I was gonna make some bad decisions, so I left. My landlord was like, "Bro, just leave," and then I left, and then I went to Thailand.
Yeah.
Um, I was like Thailand Muay Thai. I started seeing videos of Bukau. He was popping up on my algorithm. I'm like, dang, bro, I want to go there. I want to train there, and I didn't know how to fight or nothing this time. I just went there, and I went to Chiang Mai, and that's why I went to Chiang Mai first, and then because his gym is in Mae Thang, it's like an hour or 2 hours away from Chiang Mai, and I was there, and then I went to the gym and I paid the money. It was really good, and I learned a lot. I
So you
learned a lot.
basically found someone who inspired you, and
Yeah, I
you
found
went
somebody
to
who
that
inspired
person
me,
in
and I went to
person.
him. I just wanted
Yeah.
to see how it was. I just wanted to jump out there. I really wanted to live an adventure. Like I really see my life as like a storybook, and I really was like, bro, I gotta do the most craziest shit. I just gotta go there. Like fuck
Yeah.
it. Like what if like maybe he don't even accept me? I don't know how none of this worked at the
Yeah.
time. Like maybe I get there and they turn. I'm thinking like, damn, I can come all the way out and they just turn me around. Like, bro, you're not even good enough to be here because I
Yeah.
don't know nothing.
Because you were training with Spoka, right?
I mean, he was there sometimes, like
Yeah.
a couple days. From the time I trained there for a month, so from that time he was there for like I seen him probably like 4 times, 5 times out of that month. So he was training with us. The first day we was there for like and then another time, and then another time, And then the last time we had like a party, maybe it was 6 times I seen him. I seen him a nice amount of time. Maybe it was more. I don't really know. I just know he was there, then he wasn't, then he was, because he was busy. Like, he's a businessman. And he was, I think he was working on joining the military at the time. I don't know if he already was. So he's a businessman. But the point is, I went there with no training, basically nothing. And I was just learning everything. My first base was Muay Thai, learning from scratch from him, and he inspired me. He's like, bro, like, you want to be a Muay Thai fighter? I'm like, yeah. He's like, bro, you can do that. You have the body for it.
Yeah.
I swear, like, he said that. He's like, bro, do 1,000 kicks a day, every leg.
1,000.
I think it was 1,000.
Wow.
It could have been 100, could have been 500, but I'm gonna say 1,000 because that sounds like some shit he was saying.
Yeah.
He was like, bro, do 1,000 kicks each leg a day, and I promise you, you're gonna be a champion. You do that.
Yeah.
So he inspired me a lot for sure.
Yeah.
And then our time there went a little viral because I was so glad. I was honored to see the guy, bow to the guy. You know, and then they took photos of it, and then it got in the Thai news, and then that was a big thing. It was me and some other people, like, in the Thai news, bowing to him. They're like, oh, he has like a cult or something, but, you know, that quickly dissipated and dissolved. It was just one little moment. It was like, it was my first time ever meeting somebody like that.
Yeah.
So, it was somebody I, like, looked up to. So.
But tying that story in now to, like, how to get started and how to get the best version of 2025, just, like,
go for
in
it.
a way, like, listen to your calling. Is it boxing? Is it Muay Thai? Is it
yoga?
Jiu-jitsu?
Is it running? Is it Aikido?
And just try it for at least 1 month.
Yeah.
And stick to it.
Work hard. Save up your money. This is going to inspire you to work hard and save up money. Work hard, save up your money, and know that you're going to try it. You're going to go to that gym and you're going to try it. You're going to get that money packet, whatever. Private session, whatever. Free trial class.
Yeah.
A lot of gyms do that, you know, and you're going to do it.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about going abroad. Like, I started my journey as well when I went abroad.
At home. I'm not even thinking about abroad. You do this at home. You do this wherever you're at.
Yeah, no, you don't need to travel. But that's actually, I was just, like, thinking, brainstorming. It's a good thing to do to get started. Like, if you have the possibility to, for example, fly to Thailand and go into a Muay Thai camp. If it's a good way to start because you get out of your natural surrounding and you're in a new surrounding, so you can really start on a clean slate. If you don't, of course, like you can start at home.
People do it.
Go to a new gym, go meet there. You meet the new people, and
you change your whole life like that, man. Lock in. If you can lock in and save up 2,000, 3,000, you can go with 2. But I mean, you gotta have money for the flight there and flight back. I mean, 2 when you get there.
Yeah.
Cash. You know what I mean? But I would say, like, try to save up, like, to have come there with, like, depends, bro. If you really want to lock in, come there with like 5,000.
Yeah.
Like, lock in for a year or 6 months, however long it take you to save up 5,000. You got not including the flight. Yeah. And that's just for 6 months, bro. You can do longer. You can probably, if you stretch it, you can. I don't know how long you can do. I don't know you, but you know, like.
But let's say you don't have the budget, you don't have the money, you just go on YouTube, you find 2 to 3 people in that space, whatever you want to learn, and you do a video workout of them every day. This is how I learned as well a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
Just like sticking to it every day, find someone on YouTube. There's everything for free online. You don't need to tell yourself stories to not get started with, I can't do it, I can't go to gym, I don't have a gym around. No, like, you know, find your inspiration.
That's another
online.
one of my techniques one of my secrets. I don't know if people do it. I don't know if we don't even put this in this video. Yeah. It's another one of my secrets is just I watch a lot of film. Yeah. You know that.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I do, bro. I don't have a life. You
study a lot of, as well, big fighters from the past. You study what they do. And, that helps you as well to stay locked in because you surround yourself with that kind of energy. Yeah. Basically the whole day.
It's like they're my friends.
Yeah.
Like, I'm learning about them. It's like they're telling me their stories. It's like I'm watching them training. Like, it's like I'm in the gym with them. I'm watching the greats. I'm watching the fights. And I'm seeing the movements. And I'm seeing what they did. How they counted this. How they counted that. How different greats do different counters. It's like, it's shit deep, bro. I'm a cerebral. I'm an INTPA. You know what I mean? I'm a cerebral person. I'm a thinker. Like, that's all I do. I sit at home and I just think about stuff. So, you know, work with your type. Maybe doing that is not for you. Maybe you need to go to the gym and do it. Like, I do that as well. Yeah. You know, I do that all the time as well. But it's like I can also learn from just watching videos. Yeah. You know, and I can watch a video and then I can go do it in the ring. Yeah. You know, so.
But in the beginning, to really get locked in, don't overcomplicate it. Basically, just get yourself into any gym environment or find your YouTube mentor, let's say it like that, and start like practicing every day. Yeah. And just
watch the
start
video.
doing something every day, at least like 5 times a week. And
I'm getting hungry.
yeah.
It's a good video.